Hello, I've got for you today the 2021 Great Characters limited edition pen dedicated to Enzo Ferrari, of course the creator of the car company. So this is the limited edition 1898 because of course that's the year of his birth. An interesting box. Some of the releases are branded with the Ferrari authentication marker, like this. This is on the notebook that they have, so they've got a little stamp of authentication. I wonder where that is on this item. So you've got this box, the presentation case I should say, that comes with the inscription, the number, the little metallic plate, and then a nice box featuring a representation of the engine, and then on the back you've got the little authentication tag there. So it is on the presentation case. Also in the box you have, as usual, a service guide. This one is only in 2 languages. I guess this is for the Asian market. English and Chinese. Goes through the elements of the pen, and then a service guide in all languages. So they've done something interesting with this pen. They've tried to make I guess the texture of the pen resemble a casting of the engine, I guess cast in sand, and I suspect the actual barrel was cast and then machined. I'll show you why in a minute, but take note of how crisp that 125 is here in the picture. And of course they've got a note of products being different from the photos. Let's see, so in the presentation box, as usual, these limited edition pens, they've got a little booklet that presents inspirational pictures and quotes of the great character. Nothing more really. And then, of course, the pen itself. So I think this year they've released a larger quantity of sort of a special edition red pen out of precious resin, and then an artisanal version out of red enamel. And I think, unlike the Arthur Conan Doyle ones this year, all 3 pens have very similar elements. They're all pulling their inspiration from the automotive sector, which I think is a bit boring. So you've got 3 identical pens, and the most accessible pen resembles quite a lot from a distance the high artistry artisanal pen, which is very nice. So this pen in the middle is simply silver. I think it's a platinum coated with ruthenium coated nib and a rhodium coated nib. So yeah, very interesting. Let's get it open. So immediately it's a very textured pen because of that casting. Almost feels like sandpaper, 180 grit sandpaper. So that's gonna collect dirt as you handle it. But here's one of the things I'm not too fond of. The 125 in the casting here is not as crisp as it is in the picture, and I guess I wish it had been a bit more pronounced. And of course, if this is meant to represent the cover, the piston head cover, whatever you call that part of the engine, on his V12, on his first V12, with the rivets. The rivets should be shiny, they shouldn't be cast. Anyway, little point of detail. So what makes this pen unique is that the Montblanc Emblem is frosted quartz under a, I guess, a surround that is intended to represent a grille, the grille of one of his early Ferraris. So definitely a unique element that I've not seen on any of the other pens, at least not the limited edition pens. They've done this before in the high artistry range, but not in a pen that's as accessible as this one. So the clip is intended to take its shape from one of the, I think his earliest car, 125S, and these lines in the red clip here, clip mount, are supposed to be an homage to the 12 valves of the engine. So it comes with his signature here, a nice subtle signature, not in purple, mind you, and then a few elements here. So of course Montblanc, and then the prancing horse, and then a saying here, solo può sognare, lo può fare. So if you can dream it, you can do it. One of his famous quotes, in my mind a quote of somebody who's never dreamt of flying. Definitely has very achievable dreams. So another issue I think with this pen is that because this barrel was cast and then turned, you can see along the line here that there is a bit of the line isn't as crisp, so where it was turned, some of the casting, of this sort of sand casting, shows up. It's not as crisp as a fine line might be. And I think I noticed while I was looking at the package, maybe even the offcuts of the turning. I don't know what you'd call those little shards that come off when you put something in a lathe. Along the edge here, a small little piece. So what else? On the clip, the ruthenium coated clip, is another one of his sayings: you cannot describe passion, you can only live it. Won't take issue with that. And then on the finial, the address of the factory, I think. So yeah, the name of the road where the factory is located. Wow, that texture of the pen really is quite pronounced. I've seen a few of these pens, and they all had the same sort of issue with the degree to which those numbers there are visible. Anyway, I don't know, I can't get over that for some reason. So the platinum really is nice, a nice mirror finish, but no protective sheathing like some of the other pens have. And then the nib is, I think, a bit disappointing because it's just a steering wheel of his 250, I don't know if it's a GTO, but it's a 250 car. I'm sure Ferrari enthusiasts are quite happy with that. But yeah. The prancing horse would have been nicer on the nib, I think. And then this inscribed with Commendore, I think the name that his employees gave Enzo, and Montblanc in the year 2021. So the red accents, oh yes, the dates here are apparently dates of his victories. He won quite a few races, both as obviously as a team manager and as a racer, as a race car driver himself. This band here that's on the cone and the band that's on the cap are both apparently signature Ferrari red. I guess this is as well. I'm not going to bother posting this. I know people think that Montblanc pens can post, but I don't think that most of the limited edition pens post. But who knows? The inside of the cap is metal, so I don't think it'd be a very wise thing to do, have metal on metal. What else? I think that's pretty much it. Nice, beautiful pen, heavy, definitely has presence. A beautiful cone. It is, of course, a piston filler. Let's see. Ooh, a bit tight. A bit really tight. There we go. Not the smoothest, but these are standard elements of the mechanism, so I wish that they had made this frosted as well, so it doesn't accumulate fingerprints there. You already have a little bit of evidence of it being handled. But there you have it, the 2021 Great Characters limited edition homage to Enzo Ferrari, 1898. Wonderful pen, some interesting ideas, moderate execution, I'd say, but definitely something fun to have in the hand. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you've got questions in the comments. Thank you for watching.